Wisdom Dose with Sunafod.
In a world full of decadence of value, people has lost values for many things, no morals, no character. There's a program put together tagged Wisdom Dose with Sunafod that has been orchestrated to fix this lacuna in our community.
You need a dose of wisdom regularly to live a life of value.
In an era where our values, our norms have been seriously eroded, I'm sure that listening to Wisdom Dose with Sunafod will go a long way to change our perception about what life is all about, and also encourage us that this life is worth living.
Wisdom is all you need at every level and every stage of your life.
I can't overemphasize how much more wisdom is needed in this generation.
Join Wisdom Dose with Sunafod.
8 p.m. every Saturday. I dare not miss Wisdom Dose with Sunafod.
Wisdom Dose with Sunafod. Communicating value, impacting lives.
Wisdom Dose with Sunafod. I want to welcome you to another fresh episode of Wisdom Dose with Sunafod. I want to sincerely appreciate our guests for last week's Saturday's program in the person of Dr. Emmanuel Abimbola Bankole, who shed more light on the topic we are looking into. Life is vanity. We are privileged to hear the elderly side of that story. And something just inspired me in the course of the week. As at now, I believe that we can all agree with me and without controversy that life is vanity, has its own pace and the reason depending on the context at which we are using it. Dr. Bankole established some facts to us that statement is designed to checkmate us. And if we look at it critically, you will know that life is vanity depending on your own perception about life. Life is designed to make the best use of it, to make the best use of it. So God didn't create us just to come to this world, live, give birth to children and go. There is a special purpose why we are created, and we must discover that purpose and fulfill that purpose. One other thing we need to know and understand about this is that life does not really stop at death. If you are thinking that as soon as you die, everything is finished, then life is vanity. If you are thinking that all you live for in life is pleasure, life is vanity. To such a person who only think about amassing wealth, accumulating wealth for selfish interest, life is vanity. I want to put it to you. Everything God has given to you is to fulfill a definite purpose on earth. Your wealth is to fulfill a purpose. Your fame is to fulfill a purpose. Your talent is to fulfill a purpose. Anything God has given to you is to fulfill a definite cause on earth. And I'm challenging you, what cause, what purpose are you fulfilling beyond self? Yes. What purpose are you fulfilling on earth beyond self? If you are being self-centered, that everything you are thinking is self, I'm telling you, life is vanity. And that is true. Life is vanity.
Wisdom Dose with Sunafod.
Daddy and mommy, uncle and auntie, my brother and sister, Wisdom Dose with Sunafod is for you.
In an era where our values, our norms have been seriously eroded, I'm sure that listening to Wisdom Dose with Sunafod will go a long way to change our perception about what life is all about, and also encourage us that this life is worth living.
Don't miss it. Watch it. Share it.
Join Wisdom Dose with Sunafod.
8 p.m. every Saturday. I dare not miss Wisdom Dose with Sunafod.
Join us to communicate values impacting lives.
Wisdom Dose with Sunafod. Communicating value, impacting lives.
Let me give you a critical example of what I stumbled on in the course of the week. Mr. Sheung Okimbaloye's interview with Abdulmumin Abiola, one of the sons of MKO Abiola. You have seen it. Mic on with Sheung Okimbaloye. And you know what? somebody posted in one of the WhatsApp platforms that I belong to, saying life is vanity. Look at MKO Abiola's property and the whole of the thing. If you look at the story very well, there are many things you take away from the story. Learning about family and the essence of living. The fellow put it there that life is vanity. That look at MKO Abiola afterwards. So when I saw what the person tagged, life is vanity, I quickly went on YouTube to go and watch the interactive session between Mr. Seun Okinbaloye and Abdulmumini MKO. Ladies and gentlemen, I watched it from A to Z. And according to what the person said, I discovered that that is the perspective of many people on this planet Earth. Basharu MKO Abiola started from grass to grace. Yes, he started from grass to grace. And when Abiola became sometimes even the richest man in Africa, Abiola maintains his dignity of humility. Abiola is approachable. Abiola lived his life for humanity. Abiola lived his life seeking for the betterment of this country, a better Nigeria. And the dream and vision of Abiola was well communicated to Nigerian people. And that was the result of what we saw June 12th, when people came out in their mass to come and vote for MKO Abiola. Abiola finally died 20-something years ago. Now, what intrigues me, what amazed me amidst those interviews was when Seun asked Abdulmumini that, has your family forgiven Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida? Because Abdulmumini told us categorically in that interview that IBB is Abiola's close friend. And Seun asked, has your family forgiven IBB? And you know, Abdulmumini's response, gave me joy and happiness over life. Abdul replied. He told Seun, he said, come. This man we are talking about died 20-something years ago. Yet, we are still discussing him. He said, what Abiola achieved, the impact he made within his short lifespan. There are many people that live hundreds of years, and as soon as they died, their life is forgotten. Wow, what a statement. People live hundreds of years, and as soon as they died, people forget them. But MKO Abiola died 20-something years ago. Nigeria still gave him the highest honor, GCFR. Nigeria declared June 12th as Democracy Day. And we are still remembering MKO Abiola annually. Even a child unborn will still come and ask questions about MKO Abiola. Of course, there is no day that we celebrate June 12th, Democracy Day, and people are not talking about MKO Abiola. Even child unborn will still come and ask us, who was MKO Abiola, and why is it that the federal government declared June 12th as public holiday? That is to tell you that if you live for the just cause, if you live a purposeful life, life is not vanity. You can never be forgotten. You can't be forgotten. The question that I want to ask you is that, what are you living for? What purpose are you fulfilling? What will people say about you? My dear viewers, you will agree with me that life indeed is not vanity. And when you think that life is not vanity, you live for the just cause. What legacy are you leaving behind? What will people say after you have long gone? Live a life that people will see and they will say, this is life worth living. My dear viewers, I want you to know that when you live for the just cause, you will agree with me that life indeed worth living. I want to appreciate everyone who has put one or two things together to ensure, and most especially our guest for this month of June, Dr. Emmanuel Abimbola Bankole. He is a man of integrity and a man of honor. Till I come your way again, I remain yours truly and yours sincerely, Sunafod. And don't forget, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Wisdom Dose with Sunafod. And don't forget, follow our Facebook page, Wisdom Dose with Sunafod. Join us together with us to build a healthier society. Keep on living a life full of purpose. That is when life will not be vanity. Thank you. God bless you.
Wisdom Dose with Sunafod.
In a world full of decadence of value, people has lost values for many things, no morals, no character. There's a program put together tagged Wisdom Dose with Sunafod that has been orchestrated to fix this lacuna in our community.
You need a dose of wisdom regularly to live a life of value.
In an era where our values, our norms have been seriously eroded, I'm sure that listening to Wisdom Dose with Sunafod will go a long way to change our perception about what life is all about, and also encourage us that this life is worth living.
Wisdom is all you need at every level and every stage of your life.
I can't overemphasize how much more wisdom is needed in this generation.
Join Wisdom Dose with Sunafod.
8 p.m. every Saturday. I dare not miss Wisdom Dose with Sunafod.
Wisdom Dose with Sunafod. Communicating value, impacting lives.